is everybody doing today? I pray everybody is well. I would like to again thank everyone for the birthday shout outs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to take my earbud out in here. All right, I wanted to go live talking about a little subject. We're talking about friends. How many of us have them friends? Yeah, I just had this friend discussion on my mind I was having. So, what is the definition of friends? I'm just going to bring up this little definition real quick while I let stall a little bit, let some people come on in. Come on in, everybody. We're going to be talking about friends for a little bit. Um, definition. Wait a minute. Come on, come on, come on. I'm just wait a little bit. Some people be stalling and singing songs and stuff, waiting for people to come on. I'm just gonna wait just a few more seconds. Uh, okay, so we can get started. We're gonna be talking about friends, and hopefully let me go over here to the comments. Let me bring up the comments. Comments. What is the definition of a friend? What is the definition of a true friend? Read the definition. A friend, a person who one knows and with whom one has a bond of a mutual affection, typically exclusive, not exclusive. Let me start all over again and read like I knew how to read, like I learned how to read when I was in school. A person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically excludes, and no sex is involved, and they're not family. A member of a religious society or friends, a Quaker. That's kind of weird. But most of us, we all know, we grew up, we know what friends is, a definition of friend. So still some people do not know what the definition of a friend is. So I guess that's what my conversation is going to be about today. Let's go back over here. So my first thing I want to talk about is um, I've seen a lot of people. They say this person's that friend, that person's that friend, and as soon as anything comes up, they're not friends anymore. You know, they did something stupid or they messed up or this or that thing. They're no longer friends. Well, you wasn't friends in the first place. I'm sorry, all this beeping. Facebook is just going crazy, telling me I'm supposed to be live right now, and I'm already live. I don't know why they do that. But yeah, a true friend is there. What they say, through thick and through the thin, through the happy times and the sad times. But I see a lot of people. Yeah, I got a friend. Real quick, as soon as you meet somebody, you're friends already. So no, friends take time before you become, establish a good solid friendship, and then there's going to be issues. There's going to be problems, and one of these big words I wrote down on my notes, wherever I did with my notes. Um, True friends, you're able to solve conflict resolution. So you're gonna come up with problems. You're gonna have problems. One person's gonna hurt the other person, and you're supposed to get through it. But I see a lot of people, a lot of times with kids, but I've still seen adults. They've been friends for 20, 30 years. Nothing ever happened. But as soon as one thing happened, they're no longer friends. They don't know how to deal with that conflict. But you're supposed to learn conflict resolution with your friends. If you can't learn conflict resolution with your friends and then even with your family, you're most definitely not going to be able to have a good romantic relationship because you learn the foundations on how to deal with conflict. You please do not expect to get in a marriage and you feel like it's going to be what roses and peaches and cream the whole relationship. You're going to have problems. You're two different people coming together. You're going to have problems, and you need to know how to solve those problems. And a lot of times, where you learn the skills how to deal with problems is with your family, especially if you have siblings, brothers and sisters. You should be able to learn how to resolve situations. And I believe good parents would tell you to learn how to resolve situations. And then when you establish get with friends, you get friends. Again, you're supposed to learn how to deal with and how to come up with solutions for conflict resolutions. If you can't do that as a child, and then you come up to a teenager and young adult, you still haven't figured out how to figure out conflict resolutions. Yeah, you're not going to make it in relationships. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. You can't start in a marriage and now let me figure out how to resolve situations. It's a little bit late, and a lot of people are divorcing because they don't know how to solve situations, or they want to end a relationship as soon as one thing happens. You know, if you all your friends in school, every time they did something wrong, they're no longer your friend. Got in high school and college, every time the person did one thing wrong, they're no longer your friend. So when you get married, you could be. Uh, I don't see a way for that relationship to stay. So you got to learn how to overcome issues, conflict resolution, and this big word that people are afraid of, forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness is very important in conflict resolutions. Forgiveness is very important even in friendships. I think people think that when we're friends that you're never going to do anything wrong. So since you're never going to do anything wrong, I'm not going to have to forgive anything. No, we're all human beings. We are all humans, and we're going to end up in sometimes we do stupid stuff. Sometimes, especially young people, over time, your friend becomes stronger and stronger. Your friend, like when they're younger, um, you know, they have a hard time choosing loyalties, or sometimes they succumb to peer pressure. They really want to be your friend, but then it's so much peer pressure. They may do a stupid thing and not stand by you. But that's no reason to throw away a friend. So that's still a lot of those things that we have to learn young and learn over the years. And then when we get married, you should be ready. And then yes, even in marriages when it first, especially when it first start off, each spouse um, I won't say- may do things that may not line up with the marriage, may not keep you happy. Even a lot of times, even when marriages get started, a lot of times they're torn. They still have their loyalties to their mother, their father, to families. Their family members is still stronger than that bond between a husband and a wife. And sometimes it takes time for that, for them to for that bond to grow, to get strong. Because a lot of times, you have that bond with your let's say either one, the son or the man or the female, they have a strong bond with the mother or the father, and something may come up in the new marriage, and they're trying to make a decision. Should I stick with my mom? I can't, say anything or do anything that would make hurt my mom, and then it may hurt your spouse. So it takes time for that spouse, the husband and wife, to find out that they are the new marriage. They are the marriage, and they're supposed to cling. They're supposed to let go of the mother and father and cleave and cling and hold on to that spouse. But sometimes, like I said, it takes time. Um, I'm sorry for stuttering. Yeah, it takes time to develop that relationship that they should have, and each spouse should have the mercy and grace for that person to build up and get to that point. So that's a part of conflict resolution. You got to be able to forgive. I'm sorry, I chose my mom's side. I'm sorry, I chose my dad's side. Next time, I know you're my wife. I know you're my husband. I'm going to stick with you next time. So you should be able to get over it. So, like I said, it's very important to be able to overcome the different situations that comes up. And then, as far as a friendship, you should be able to tell the truth. Well, even if the truth hurts, you should be able to tell the truth. And I got a little example. Have a lot of you, when you was growing up, you heard this story about the naked king. Actually, I'm going to show it. Hopefully, it works. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna add it to the screen. Y'all remember this story? Let's see if it plays. Hold on a second. Let's check it out and see if it works. And play. And volume. We have no volume. Come on, volume. Where's the volume? Mhm. Well, that's not working. Okay, sorry. I was trying to show the story of the naked king. Okay, the basic story is the king was vain. The king loved his appearance more than even being a king. He just liked people um, to give him compliments on how he looked. Can you imagine how many people on social media that's their main concern on their looks? And I'm trying to remember the story correctly. I think he just kept on wanting suits and suits and suits. And I believe that the tailor, if somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, the tailor couldn't come up with any other material, so he ended up invisible uh, had an invisible suit. So he was basically naked, and the tailor said, "Is anybody that can't see the suit? If anybody can't see the suit or the robe or whatever, they was dumb and stupid." So uh, so the word got out that you're dumb and stupid if you um, can't see this invisible suit. So his friends, um, everybody around him was afraid to tell him that he was naked and that that the suit was invisible. So that he just went around looking crazy as the naked king. And I'll tell you the truth, I should have watched the video, but I still see a lot of different relationships where people are doing wrong or are in a bad situation in their life, and no one is telling them that they are naked or they're the naked king. They're just supporting them and saying you're doing a good job, you're right. There's a lot of celebrities, a lot of famous people, even non-famous people. Some people, all the people around them, what do we call them? Yes men, yes women, just or butt kissers, just say yes, 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 and will not tell them the truth. But you need true friends that will tell you the truth. You need true friends to let you know that you walk around here naked. You need true friends that let you know that you're looking crazy. That's what a true friend is. But a lot of people, they really don't want those true friends. They want people just to tell them exactly what they want to hear, and they don't want to hear the bad things. Um, and I had another situation where, well, what type of friends that you need to have? Um, I heard somebody give this definition. Your friends should give you guardrails. That means you know they keep you in line. So you're driving on the street and you're about to run off the cliff. You need good friends. You need godly friends that keep you on the straight and narrow. When you're about to run out of control and swerve and drive off the cliff, you need good friends in your life to let you know you're out of control, or you're going down the wrong path. You're about to make a crazy decision that's going to lead you to destruction. You need those kind of friends. You need friends that set up guardrails. And you should also be that friend for them to be guardrails for them. You should be able to have some standards, some guidelines, some morals that you all agree upon. So if you don't agree on morals or different things, why in the world are you friends in the first place? But you should have some morals. I say godly morals that you should be going by, and that your friends should know where you're trying to go in life. They should know what direction you're going. They should know where you want to go in life. And if some decisions that you may be making, is going to prevent you from going to that, to reach your purpose, to reach your goal, they should be able to tell you, hey, this is not going to lead you to where you need to go. So you should have your friends to be able to talk to you like that. But a lot of people want to do what they want to do. This new thing I was writing down. They talked about your truth, your own truth. What's your truth? And I was like, everybody can't have a different truth. There's only one truth. The God, one God, the creator of the universe. His word is the truth. So if what you say or what your truth says is not matching up with the scriptures or the word of God, that's not true. You know, so it's everybody can't be running around with all these different types of truth. Or if you don't have the word of God in you, how in the world could the truth come out of you? So everybody, a lot of just it's just unbelievable with all these people, oh, you got to go by your truth, your truth. Some people haven't even learned anything. Some people don't have morals or haven't taught or have taught morals. How you got truth if truth wasn't even taught to you? All right, I digress. Let me get back on track. We're talking about friends, but truth. We need to know what the truth is. So now backtrack. We need to have a true friend that's not afraid to tell you the truth. If you are doing something wrong, if you're about to run off the road, if you're the rails, your guardrails that your friend should have, your friend should have some guardrails. Even just simple things like over drinking. You should have some friends that know that what your limit is in drinking. I don't drink, don't really hang out with people that drink. But if I did, if I went to the bar or something and I know what my limit is, my friend know what my limits are, and I want to drink beyond that and get so stupid drunk that I'm, you know, throwing up all over myself or can't walk straight and then trying to drive. And then I have friends that will not prevent me from driving drunk. What kind of friends are they? They're not real friends. So they're not setting up any guardrails. They're not even really protecting you. They just there just to say that they're your friend, but they're really not true friends. So I'm going to reference. So we talked about the naked king, and so we can't have loyalty that's stronger than what's the word for it? Your life. You know, some people just want to be there to show their loyalty, and but refuse to tell you the truth. That's really not no friend. So they are more loyal to their position, and they are more loyal to their benefits of being there than to risk telling you the truth and maybe losing that friendship. So sometimes you might have to risk a friendship to save a friend's life. That's just the truth. But if you got friends that's more loyal to the privileges they get for being around you, so they can tell you whatever you want to hear to be able to keep on getting the benefits, that's not true friends. You need true friends that are willing to risk everything to save you. That's a true friend. Um, so yeah, we're talking the guardrails. You got this established guardrails. Again, we let's go back to your friend. A lot of times you meet your friend in the same bubble, in the same neighborhood, the same places where you hang out, or they say they have the same fun, they have the same values, they have this a lot of things that's in common with your friends. So you should ask or have and seek for a friend that has even better morals or someone that will help you build up your morals. You shouldn't have someone that's going to tear you down and have you coming down lower. You should have someone that's trying to help build you up. And again, it's got to be someone that you. I always I teach a class and been teaching for years about everyone has a purpose. Everyone on earth has a purpose. So you should have someone that will help you continue to make your purpose. Let's say like you're in college. One of your main short-term purposes is to graduate. So you should have friends that's going to help you with that mission in graduating. But if you're going out and getting drunk and not studying, they're not helping you with that mission. If you're drunk driving, they're not helping you with that mission. If you're doing all crazy things, doing drugs, that's not helping you with the mission. So you need to have friends that's going to help you with the mission of reaching your purpose and reaching your goal. They're again another way to determine what type of friend you have. But if you got some people that's constantly going to bug you and pick at you because you're trying to study and you can't hang out with them, that's not true friends. You know, that's someone that's trying to tear you down. It may be someone that's jealous of you because you may be, we're going to get graduate, get your degree, and get a better job than them. So they want to make sure that you don't graduate. Stay down there with them. Hang out at the club, hang out in the streets, just keep on having fun, and never reach that next level. There's sometimes when you do go to that next level, you're gonna have to leave some people behind. I can imagine even just going off. I went off to the military. Other people going off to college. You have to leave some friends behind, and you know it. I know a lot of y'all know it. You go back 10, 20, 25 years later, some of your friends, quote unquote friends, that wanted you to continue to party with them, continue to hang out with them, They're in that same place. They're in that same place from 25 years ago. They haven't moved. They haven't went anywhere, or they're constantly bringing up the accomplishments that they made 25 years ago. They haven't accomplished anything, or some people don't even try to live through you. But yeah, they're stuck, and they may get upset that you decided to leave them and go ahead and pursue your dreams and pursue your purpose, and you did not want to stay behind and just hang out with them because y'all was quote unquote friends. No, that's just that's not life. Um, and this next part, one thing a lot of people will say a lot about, they bring it up during the subject of friends. They say the subject of they say, I know everybody heard, uh, blood is thicker than water. So when they say that blood is thicker than water, they're talking about the family members are the ones that you're supposed to be more loyal to. But let me tell you, let me show you what the statement really says. The statement really says that blood, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. I'm gonna say it again. What it actually says, all we say is blood is thicker than water. But the actual statement says the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So what in the world does that mean? It means the opposite of what everybody been saying. It means that relationships that you make yourself are far more important than the ones that you don't have a choice, like your family. So you got family members that yes, they are blood, they are your blood family, but this statement is talking about the water of the womb. So the water in the womb, that's your relatives. But this other blood relationship is the choices that you make, the choices that you, people that you choose to be your friends. That's a choice. And a lot of your friends choose to be your friend. A lot of your family members, like they try to throw it on you. Oh, since you family, you supposed to do this or you're supposed to do that. And a lot of times it's the opposite, where your family, your relatives, your close blood are some of the last ones to support you. They they will not support you. They won't be there for you. They don't give a hoot nanny what you got going on in your life. And but your friends, even sometimes the strangers start off as strangers and then they determine that they will become your friend. They will stick closer to you than a brother. That's I got that scripture. Proverbs 18:24. A man that hath a friend must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. So that's a choice that your friend makes to stick closer to you than a brother. So a lot of times your brother is not going to be there. Sister is not going to be there. These friends are going to be there. When you're going through hard times, a lot of times that your friends are there. When you're sick, your friends are there. When you're trying to build different things, going through college, or when you're going through struggles in your marriage and different relationships, who are there? A lot of times it's your friends. Your friends are there during the hard times and the good times. A lot of times your family is not there. So yes, that friend can stick closer than a brother. So be careful on the people that you choose to be your friend. You don't have to let anybody in, and you can let it in. You know, you can build. It takes time. Like I said, it takes time to build a relationship, and then you should be able to learn just like any other relationship. You should learn real quick who should stay there, who should come closer, or who you should push back, or who you should put a limit on. Okay, this is a friend or associate. We are quote unquote friends at work, or we are friends in this situation here, but I'm not going to bring them into my inner core. So you set limits. So you got certain people that's going to come all the way to the inner core, that's going to be in the inward, that's real close to you. But there's other friends that's uh, at a certain distance, and some of them you keep far away, and some of them you just don't even need in your life anymore. But that's the same thing with family members. It's certain family members that you like. Okay, yes, we're blood, and they want to be all close to you, but they're just going to cause you issues and problems. Yes, you have that right to keep them away, especially if they cause issues in your family, in your home, in your relationships, or in your pocket. That does just nothing but a drain. You got to push them. You got to put them back and put a wall. Hey, put a wall or a fence. You can't get around this fence. This fence. Only time I'm gonna allow you in here, you got to earn that respect. And if you disrespect or cause any issues and problems on a continual basis, you need to stay outside that gate. I don't care if we're blood brothers and sisters. You got to stay out. You got to stay right there. You're not coming in here. You're just not the problem. But then you have these friends that's no kin to you. Yes, you invite them in, because you already established themselves over the years. They've let you know who they are and what they're all about. See, I need to cut my glasses on. Got another verse here, John 15:13. Greater love have no man that a man lay down his life for his friend. Do you have a friend like that will lay his life down for you? Lord, I wouldn't mind having a friend like that. A friend that would lay his life down for you. That's a true friend. Um, a friend, there's a lot of friends that will will give you their last dime, their last piece of bread, or they will share their last piece of bread with you. There's a lot of family members that will not do that. They're not going to stick with you. Or even when you're down, you're going through problems, you're going through issues. A lot of family members, they're not going to answer the phone. They're not going to be there. But you got some friends that no matter what you're going through, they're going to answer the phone for you. Those are the type of friends that you need. Um, I got some comments here. I'm gonna pop them up on the screen real quick. Um, they said a Facebook user, you have to give permission to Facebook to allow your name to show up. So I can't see your name, Facebook user. Says you have that issue. Stan LeBron says that he has been preaching that for years. Amen. And yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Um, Relational intelligence is the key. Even intelligence. Intelligence is a key. Intelligence, when you see problems, when you see issues, you should have the intelligence to know, should this person continue to be in my life, or should this person be pushed away? A lot of times people who shouldn't be in your life will allow them to stay there way too long. And I would say especially women, God gave you that gift of intuition. And sometimes we be stepping all over, stepping past it, going around it. Intuition telling you stuff and you don't want to hear it. God values all of us equally, but he didn't give everyone the same access. Oh, yes. Everybody does not have to have all your access all up in your business, even if it's family members. Amen. What's up over in Nigeria, Johnny? How in the world are you this evening? Access is not the same for everyone. Yes, just because you are blood does not mean you have to have access. What else we got here? Amen. Yes, yes. Okay. All righty. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Friends. Let me see, go back over here to my notes real quick. Um, so we have that choice. That's another thing about choice. We have that choice of who we allow in. So it goes back to, again, you choose your friend. You choose who's going to be your friends. You choose who's going to be close to you, and it goes back to relationships. I want to jump to when you get into a romantic relationship. Like I go back. Yes, you learn how to deal with different conflicts. You learn how to deal with problems. You learn how to deal with issues. You learn people all along the way. From a child all the way up to it's time to establish a relationship. But let's say you're about to get into a relationship. A lot of people talking about, oh, I just fell in love with this person. I have no control over that. That is a lie. You do have control over that. You better have control over who you fall in love with. That's another form of allowing people in and not allowing people in. But a lot of people are weak to their feelings. They let their feelings take control, and it's not good to have your feelings driving and controlling your life and not using your brain, not using your intelligence, not using your intuition. A lot of people allow their feelings take over, and your feelings will lie to you, or your feelings are temporary. You know, your feelings change all the time. Your feelings change with like the weather. So when you love someone, you want to eventually get agape love. Agape love is the love that God has for everyone. That's the unconditional love. But love has all these other different meanings. So a lot of those other definitions of love are based off of feelings. You know, it's feelings. And erotica, that's one of the biggest pull on relationships is that erotica love. So people have this erotic love, and they think it's love, and then they get together, and sometimes they have kids, sometimes they get married, and we see it a lot in Hollywood here. Hollywood, they just this erotic love, they get married real quick, and next thing you know, they're getting a divorce. Why? Because they got married off of that erotic feeling. And when that erotic feeling wore down, they had no use for each other. So they thought they fell in love, and then they thought they fell out of love. No, they were just erotic. They were never really in love in the first place. So there's still a lot of people do that. They get these feelings and hurry up and get together, get in the bed, sometimes have a baby. Now they stuck. And I'm like, we have these TV shows. I think Mary is one of the most famous ones where they have all these paternity tests, where all these people coming on TV with trying to do a paternity test, trying to find out who's the daddy, and they hate each other. They can't stand each other. It's like, how in the world? I used to think that. I used to think, how in the world all these babies will keep coming with people who hate each other? Because they never loved each other in the first place. They never knew each other. They didn't know who they were. It was just those feelings, those erotic feelings that they had, and they thought that they was in love with each other. They were never in love with each other. That's how they can fight and scream and kick and cut and fight all this crazy stuff because they never loved each other. So I don't understand how people are not learning from all these other people's mistakes. That it's just a continual cycle of keeping everything going just the same. So why are they not learning? But that's just life. Like this, it's part of our life now, where just I can't say, I don't want to say it's just the way it is in certain categories, certain corners. That's just the way it is. Or our society is become the norm. But for our true believers, that's not norm. We are to find out. We're really supposed to find out who God has for us and really learn that person in court. What courting is. We take the person to court. Um, you're supposed to try them, see if they're real, see if they're telling the truth. You even, I believe this is coming from me. Like if a girl, a woman, I'm gonna say a woman is dating someone and ready to get engaged with that person, I believe that woman should bring the man to her father, let him check him out, bring her to her brothers, let the brothers check him out, or her uncles, let the men check him out, and vice versa. The men, you should bring that woman to your mother, let her check it out, let your sisters and your cousins, let your family check this person out. They will recognize something and see things that you will not see, and you should take heed. And then when you take heed, is it something that is not major, or is it something that you can address with your new spouse to be, that you can get it fixed? Or if it's something major that your family are trying to warn you, you got people trying to warn you, if you go ahead and get married, this you're going to be stuck with this problem for the rest of your marriage. Some people just want to ignore it and just keep on going past it. And the other thing what people try to do is pray the problem away. You can't pray the problem away. Let me give an example. If you got a man that he's a cheater, just flat out, that's what his nature. He's a cheater. He's just going to cheat. He cheated the previous relationship, cheated in the relationship before that, and cheated in the relationship before that. And he cheated when he met you. So y'all met during a cheating situation, and you decide y'all gonna get married, and he's not gonna cheat on you. And as soon as you get married, what is he doing? He's cheating on you. So I'm gonna pray to God and ask God to have him stop cheating. And God is like, I never even told you not to get married to that person in the first place. So why you could come to me? I couldn't get him to stop cheating on his previous wife. I couldn't get him to stop cheating on the one before that. So what makes you any difference? So God is not going to make people do anything. People still make their choices. Yes, you can pray for your spouse. Yes, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't pray for them. But what I mean is you can't pray to force God to change somebody. If God is not going to force you to get saved, that's what's most important is salvation. If God is not going to force you to get saved, why is God going to force you to stop doing something else? So you can pray for a person, you can pray for issues, you can pray for situations, but you cannot pray to force somebody to stop doing something. It, it, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So didn't even plan on going down the road of marriage, but I do see, people have problems a lot. The funny thing is, they knew they had the problem before they got married. They knew it was there, and they thought, okay, I'm going to be the one that's going to change him. I'm going to change him. I think a lot of times as women, yeah, I'm going to talk about y'all old women a little bit. A lot of times women feel like, I know this guy have issues and problems. I just thought about this. What was I listening or watching? It was I listened. I'm sorry, just off the top of my head. It's one of these crime shows. I like listening to these mystery crime shows. And this lady was saying that she met this man in prison. He went to prison for killing his mama. He killed his mama. He stabbed his mama to death. So the lady met him. They was pen pals, and he got out of prison, and they got married. And he ended up killing the two people across the street. And the wife was like, she was afraid of him. Well, you know what he went to prison for. You know what he did, and I guess she thought that she was gonna change him and keep him from being a killer. No, you can't. That's who he was. He was a killer, and I believe if she would have prayed about it, I believe God would have said, "No, do not marry this dude. He's still a killer, and he still killed." She is blessed to not have been killed by him, but some people feel like we can change people. No, or we can force. I'm gonna get God. God is gonna twist their arm and make them change. No, it does not work that way. Let me go back to some of these. No comments. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Friends, or anybody else got any ideas, or I'm sorry, any recommendations on people when they are trying to establish a friendship, or if someone has a friendship or relationship in a friendship that they're having problems with, any suggestions of people how to deal with different conflicts, how to deal with any problems that may arise in a friendship. It's like I said, if you figure out how to solve problems in friendships, that will help you out greatly in your marriage. That will help you greatly even on your job, in all different situations throughout wherever you go out in life. You need to learn conflict resolution. You need to learn how to squash stuff as fast as you possibly can to be able to make it in life. If you're the type of person, every little thing that's going to tick you off and you want to fight, or every time something happens, you want to break up with the person, and how you going to make it in life? So you need to learn conflict resolution as quick as possible. So that's what I wanted to talk to us about: conflict resolution, and having that friend that's sticking closer than a brother. I got one more scripture here. Um, it says Proverbs 27:5 and 6. Let me see if I can just read the whole thing. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Woo. Open rebuke is better than secret love. That is that means just secretly liking a person, secretly loving the person is not good. So open rebuke, to be able to tell your friend that they're doing something wrong. That's open rebuke. Like what we was talking about earlier about that naked king. That king is walking around naked, but everybody afraid to tell them that they're naked. They're afraid to say anything to them. They're afraid to take any kind of correction. I'm on. Please correct me. I'm doing something wrong. I'm going. If I'm about to run off the rails, I will like my friends and my family that's close to me to tell me I'm about to run off the road. I want my family and friends to be able to tell me that I'm out of control. I'm driving reckless, and I would like for my family and friend to be able to come to me and listen to me and let me tell them if they are about to run out of control. Or they're making bad decisions. They're making bad choices, and they want to know why these bad things keep happening over and over and over again. A lot of times you're making a bad decision over and over and over again. And if you have a problem, like a lot of times people have decision making problems. They have an issue. They don't know how to make good decisions. A lot of times they never learn how to make good decisions. Uh, I even see some. This trips me out where they have a 1 year old or something asking the 1 year old to make some decisions. A 1 year old have a hard time making decisions because they don't understand the consequences of their decisions. So if you haven't taught them what the consequences are, how can they make a right decision? And I see, hey, they ask young people that don't know the consequence try to make decisions. And what you want, red or black? Yeah. What you want, big or small? They don't know. So they just say something. Then they give them whatever they want. So they just learn to just spit stuff out, just say something. That's what they want. Well, a lot of times you taught them to ask for certain things, but you haven't taught them the consequences. So we are supposed to teach the consequences to our kids and then give them ability to make the choice. I see a lot of people, a lot of parents they allow their child to make decisions without the consequences, without understanding the consequences. Then, okay, see, we have a lot of adults. We've made it somehow. We made it to adulthood, and now we having a jacked up life. Our life is all out of control. It's all messed up. And if you sit down and talk to them, and you can see, like, man, that was a bad decision right there. That was a bad decision. That was a bad decision. Why in the world you keep making all these bad decisions? They were never taught how to make good decisions growing up. So now, if you got a good friend that will help you with that, help you get back on track, help you start making good and good godly decisions, that's what you need in life. Somebody will help you make good decisions. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about friends, a friend that's sticking closer than a brother, a friend that's not afraid to tell you that you're naked, a friend that's not afraid to tell you that you're wrong and doing crazy things. There, you got a friend that's not afraid to tell you that you are are self-destructive, and causing, what you're doing is self-destructive. You're destroying yourself with these different decisions that you're making. That's what you that's what you need, a friend like that. So that's all. This was a quick talk about friends. All right. Any other friendly conversation, any friendly comments that I want to say before we leave? I sent some invites, but I guess people were just getting off work and I get ready to go to a meeting. But all right, that's all I wanted to do was talk about friends, friends, friends. What is a friend? A friend is very important. That was the biggest reason. The reason why I came here today to talk about how important your friends are, how important having good godly friends in your life, and it's kind of dangerous to live without good friends. Like I said before, friends are your guardrails. Your friends will keep you on track. It's like you're out there with no friends, with no support. Nobody's out there supporting you. Nobody out there that's helping you. Nobody out there to tell you when you're about to make a bad decision. Nobody's there. Or you got nobody to go talk to when you're about to make some major life decisions. Yeah, outside, your parents. Thank God for your parents, but you still should have some friends that should be able to go to. Different friends too. Different friends going to give you a different point of view. You need more than one point of view. Get different points of view, and then you take that information, and think about it, chew on it, and come up with a good decision. A decision that's not going to bring destruction to you and your family. All right. Okay. I thank everybody for tuning in. I would like for any of you that's watching, if you have not, would you please do it for my birthday? My birthday was just the other day. This is my birthday request that you go to Roku or go to Fire TV and download was really not down. Install our app. When you go to where all your apps are, there's a search section. Just take your little remote. Like I got my Roku remote here. I got the little microphone up here. Just push the microphone and say Purpose Inspired TV. Just hit Purpose Inspired TV, and you'll see our little logo right here with the lion's head, the gold lion head. Purpose Inspired TV. You see that, and just install it for us, and we'll see it pop up over here. We just thank you. We thank you in advance for installing the app, and check it out. Check out our TV channel. There's live TV. There's live TV streaming. There's on demand. There's pay per view. There's a lot of things, and it's for all ages. Right now, this is Black History Month, so we have a lot of quote unquote black movies or black history up there. But there's also other regular TV shows. There's cartoons, different things, and learning things for the kids. We're also having Black History Trivia. We just played some Black History Trivia the other day, and people really enjoyed it. So we're gonna come back around and do that again. But every month we're gonna be playing different trivia questions for the different type of month. I believe like next month it's gonna be Women's History Month. And also check out our magazine. I have an article. We have a new magazine that came out. It's called I Am Her. You can go to IamHer.com to check out the magazine. That was January issue that came out. So February is about to come out. So I did an article. I write articles in the magazine, and we're also going to be coming out with another magazine, Purpose Inspired TV. We're going to have a magazine. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, check out the different content creators that's on Purpose Inspired TV. Check out our Purpose Inspired TV on Facebook. Check out my Mind of Little Joe. Make a lot of TikTok videos on from the Mind of Little Joe on TikTok. So check me out. And if you got something that you would like for us to check out, got something for us to support, send it to us. Put it on my page. You should better see my face all over the place. I have a lot of platforms on a lot of pages. If you see me, send me a message, or you want to contact our channel. Our email address for our channel is watchpurposeinspiredtv.com. And to be able to see our website, purposeinspiredtv.com, that's our website. And you can also, if you don't have Fire TV, if you don't have Roku, you can watch our channel on purposeinspiredtv.com. All right. I thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for watching. So I pray everybody have a good evening. Everybody be blessed.